It'd be a crime to send, our men or women into combat without realistic training. And that's how you establish how you do go about and treat certain instances.
I don't say that. You said that. You will die in this country.
Our objective is to introduce urban environments and urban movements to the team prior to deployment.
Since Iraq and Afghanistan, they do have urban terrain, and you never know if we're going to find ourselves operating in that type of environment. Because you never know in a village who's friendly, who the enemy is, what that village feels like towards you. And as well, you're going to have a large civilian populace there, so you don't know exactly who the threat is. You're going to have a mix of possible terrorists with the civilian population, so you being able to distinguish between the two can be critical.
Every time we do an iteration like this, it's always going to be helpful for us for when we go into country. The enemy's always changing and adapting and learning your moves, so you have to keep adapting with that. This mount training, especially at this site here, is amazing. You can't get it anywhere else. They simulate it very well.
This facility, the support, the pyrotechnics, the different training sites, and everything that just comes with it. It's the most realistic urban training environment that I've seen in 16 years.
Get in the vehicle, let's go!
Real life training will always trump simulation. So the units that come here to train, we give them as close to real life combat experience as possible, that when they actually go over there, their minds won't freeze up, their bodies won't freeze up. They'll have an idea, okay, I've trained for this before, this is what I need to do, and it gives them almost like a map to what to do in several situations that might arise while they're overseas.
Send it.
Having people shooting at you, the numbers that they have, the actual cities that we're running through, there's nothing that parallels the realism of this facility.
We're fighting ununiformed soldiers that hide in civilian populace. And it's really an environment that we hadn't worked with or in quite a while. So facilities like this are crucial to the survivability of all the men and women in the Department of Defense. And at a quick glance, you might think that $200,000 was expensive, but the training is invaluable, and it's hard to put a price tag on a single individual's life.
Because the more you bleed in training, the less you bleed in combat. So, with that said, we try our hardest to make sure they get the best training possible.